All right, welcome Ethan.
Absolute pleasure.
Ethan Aaron from Portable.io. You're the founder, right?
I am.
What got you into building your own startup, I guess?
Totally.
Yeah.
About 6 years ago, so I was at a startup in 2016. Absolutely loved it. I was employee 12. And 6 months later, we got acquired by a big tech company, LiveRamp.
Yeah,
and I was there, I looked around, I was like, hey, we should have a data team. And the company was like, yes, we should. So I stood up the data team at LiveRamp. I was like, oh, this is really exciting. There's some really cool tools to centralize your data, analyze your data, visualize it. And then I worked in corp dev and M&A trying to buy data companies. And coming out of that, I had a really good sense of the landscape, the actual people that use data analytics tools. And I was like, I can do this. 4 years in, we're doing it. It's a lot of work, but I absolutely love it.
So tell us a bit more about Portable.io. You're an ETL tool, I guess, solving for the long tail. Give us the official spiel.
Yeah, so what most people think about us for is niche connectors they can't find anywhere else.
Yeah.
So it's super simple. You go in, you put in your credentials, you click move my data every day, or every 15 minutes. We have 1,300 integrations we support.
Wow.
And we're actually moving up market into larger connectors. So we already have things like Klaviyo, HubSpot, Stripe, Pendo, and a lot of people use us for those when they're trying to save money relative to other ELT tools. But the whole idea is if you need a ELT tool, ELT connector, and you can't find it anywhere else, or you want a reliable solution for a big connector, use Portable.
Because that's typically part of the reason why you'd go to a data engineering consultancy, you'd go hire them, they'll build you a custom connector. It might take, 10, 15, 20 days or whatever of effort. I guess now there's just this whole ecosystem that you've got where basically rather than doing that same work repetitively over and over again, you're just selling it as a service, which is really awesome.
We actually see a lot of those freelancers or bigger consultancies coming to us now because for them, that's not the exciting work they want. They know they can't walk away from a Python script at the end of the day. Whereas if they want to have a 6-month engagement with someone, they would love to be able to say, great, Salesforce, you can use someone else, but we have these 3 construction tools that we need centralized.
Yeah.
They ping us, they're like, hey, you have 2 of them, can you build the 3rd one? We can turn connectors around in a matter of minutes or hours.
Wow.
And then they can go in, move data, and then it's just like a SaaS product that existed for years, but we effectively built it on spec for that client, and then anyone else in the world, or anyone else, right now we just sell in the US, but anyone else that wants to can start using that same connector in a no-code fashion.
That sounds awesome and a huge time saving and bringing a lot of efficiency to, I guess, the data engineering workloads and stuff like that. So that's awesome. Another thing that you do is this low-key happy hour, which is really awesome. You had one on Monday night, right, at the Snowflake Summit. That was a sensational party. Met so many interesting folks. Addy Pollack was there. Everyone was there. It was awesome. Tell us. So you started this thing. How did you get going with that? Yeah.
I was at a dive bar in New York City with a couple friends. We were playing darts, and a few years ago I started posting on LinkedIn and just engaging with other people in the data world around the world. And I was like, I wonder if I can get these people in the virtual world to physically show up at a place. And I didn't really want to spend a ton of time, a ton of money, or plan anything. And I was kind of sick of only going to these hey, come buy our product, have a free cocktail, listen to our speech type of event. I was like, I wonder if I can get people to come to this bar, no sponsors, no speakers, no agenda, and you buy your own drinks. Yeah. Thinking that not everyone was going to be interested, but whoever was interested, it'd be fun. And it blew up. We have 1,500 people in New York in this community, about 100 to 150 every month that show up. Yeah. And then people started the same thing. They were like, hey, can I start this in Raleigh? Can I start this in Boston? Can I start this in Vancouver? Can I start it in, someone just started this week in Detroit, and one in Toronto this week actually. And it's absolutely, anyone can start a low-key data happy hour. And then once a year I've been hosting at Snowflake Summit a bigger low-key happy hour that is actually sponsored, but it's one time a year where we get everyone from around the world in one place. And it's just fun.
It was a lot of fun. Well, thanks so much for starting this thing and putting it together. It's it seems like it's the event of the Snowflake Summit. It was just so much fun, and really appreciate all the work that you do, and really excited. Any plans to expand to Australia with portable.io?
At some point. So we're a lean team, and we do want to expand beyond the US. Australia is up there on the list. Canada is up there on the list.
Yeah.
I would probably say in like the 6 to 12 month range is when we're going to start expanding beyond the US.
Awesome.
So,
well, thanks so much. Really
absolute
appreciate
pleasure.
it, Ethan. Hope you have an awesome rest of your Snowflake Summit. Thank you.
You as well. Thank you.
Cheers.